likes to play mid. It's Queen of Pain, it's Lina as well. Like he's your casual, classic, flashy playmaker from that mid lane, and he's doing that. He did that in the first game as well, and now in the second one, he repeated it, but he managed to take the W as well. For me, it's their draft is a little bit easier to play, I would say, in the end. Like looking at it, you can't afford too many mistakes on the side of Team Nigma. And after they did make a couple of those mistakes, after the Spirit Breaker runs in, suddenly you as a Razor and an SF, you don't necessarily feel that safe. There's just too many ways to kite you or to pick you off instantly. Also, Kuroki, like, hands down, he still kept up with the net worth, right? In the first game, he went for that. What is it? The Atos upgraded. What's the name?
Gleipnir.
Thank you. The Gleipnir build. He went that in game 1. He went for the same build in game 2. Sadly, no Daedalus this time. If he only had that Daedalus, they would have won.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? And I have to say, I think one of the best things which happened for Alliance this game was not giving Nico Baby a Chrono Spear, because it felt like he was trying way too hard to run into every team fight and land a good Chrono and kind of make that spell pay itself off, and kind of forgot to play Nico Baby style of Dota. In this game, he doesn't have that big ulti to kind of force him into team fights and stuff. He just kind of kept his head down, even though his laning phase wasn't great, kept his head down, farmed up a storm, played that classic Nico Baby Dota, and he ended up being an absolute beast in the fights. And that's exactly what they needed from them. So much cleaner from Alliance this time around. Let's see if they can pull that off again in game number 3, or if Nigma will be taking the series. We've got the draft live now. Let's get into it. What are we expecting from these first phases then?
Well, let's see. The Snapfire is still in the pool, perhaps. Monkey
Weaver
King
is
as
also
well.
there.
Weaver, yeah.
Yeah, Weaver didn't get through previously. Queen of Pain being let through for Alliance again here, so will it be 3 games back-to-back for Supreme? Or maybe they lean towards the leaner this time.
Maybe they give him anything else, like let the set the boy free. Let him play other heroes too. You don't have to force the same thing over and over again.
Why change a winning strategy?
Yeah, exactly. Why? E.g., 5 times Storm. Do you remember that? Maybe.
Good point. Guys, change the winning strategy quick. It also only won once as well, so that saying definitely doesn't work. I mean, do you ever get it in a team where someone, even if they've been doing well on the hero, they just say like, no, I don't want to play this hero again? Or will the captain always just be like, no, you're playing it again, shut up?
Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. It happened to me at the Frankfurt Major.
Oh, really?
Slaughter.
With Slaughter?
Yeah, in the finals. Because Slaughter was always banned against us, and then OG didn't ban it in the final, and then we started picking it, and then they had it, figured it out, right? Mm-hmm. And after a couple of games, I was like, I don't know about the Slaughter, guys. It's not working out. But then we kept going with it and ended up losing every game with Slaughter.
Please let me play something else, please. I was just like, no, you're playing your Slaughter. That feels bad.
Well, Nigma, they think Spirit Breaker isn't figured out because they first phase it, and the Alliance answer with an Invoker and a Bane. And I'm thinking if you get something aggressive enough from that mid lane, Puck, I guess, would do. And if this Spirit Breaker isn't your off lane, if he's, in fog most of the game, most of the time, you can bully the Invoker more or less. Like, he can find himself in a lot of trouble just from those charges on the mid lane.
What do we think? Is this a GH Spirit Breaker this time, or will it be Mind Control again?
Could also be Kuroki.
Could be.
Right?
Yeah.
I like this more, just getting that Miracle Hero in the games before it gets banned out, right? When you already see the Invoker. And he kind of did a lot for them in game 1, so this is nice. It also gives them more playmaking. Last game they only had the Spirit Breaker kind of to do something, and it's the thing about Spirit Breaker is it's a nice initiation and stun and whatnot, but it's kind of predictable, right? Like you see him from far away charging you, and you have a lot of time to react. So he cannot really be your main initiator, I think. So in this sense, it's nice to have a Puck that can also make plays for you.
Absolutely. And no surprise at all to see Nigma banning out the Nico Baby Faceless Void. Obviously, they're playing with Invoker. No one's going to give away that combo for free. And also the Wraith King taken out of the equation as well.
10 seconds.
Yeah, they're just
remaining.
eliminating Nico Baby's heroes again. Meanwhile, Alliance with the Beastmaster banned
5
out.
seconds remaining.
Actually, banning out the Beastmaster that they like to play quite a lot. Mind Control obviously can do it himself too. Now, the hero that we were constantly talking about with the Bane as well was Shadow Demon, and he's out.
Alliance's turn to pick.
Yep, out first phase.
Yeah, they actually banned it first phase, so not let it go into Nigma's hands, huh?
And I like the Night Stalker ban too. I've seen so many games in which you pick Invoker, you get a Night Stalker on the enemy team, and then as an Invoker you go like Midas Vessel into straight BKB.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
it's like, yeah, sure, I'm a mid laner
Radiant
with the
team
Vessel
pick.
pretty much, and that's it.
Shaker.
Still, you get caught by that Night Stalker and you don't do
Oh,
much.
wow,
So
look at that. Very
like the
shaky.
ban.
Ooh, Alliance getting a little bit creative here. I hope this is an offlane shaker. I have a feeling it's going to be pos 4, but I really want to see a Leslau shaker. That sounds like fun.
I think the hero's
10
pretty underrated.
seconds remaining.
I like it.
And what does it do?
Both,
What does it
both
add
as
to the
a,
team?
both as a
seconds
4 and
remaining.
as a
As
3.
offlane, right? Yeah.
I think both can be good. Depends.
So of course, I mean, I kind of like it as the stun from Fog. You know, it's a really long range stun which you can catch out a puck with, and to be honest, it's Spirit Break. You know, you can stop him charging in, stop him charging away. I like this pick a lot, actually. Really good.
Yeah, it's still a decent laner. The Blink build is pretty solid from the offlane. It opens up a lot of different possibilities for your either position 4 or for the offlane. All these heroes that are ranged and kind of need a bodyguard that can prevent any aggression work really well with Earthshaker. Probably not going to see something like a Batrider offlane or a Pugna or a Veno, but all these heroes kind of can be added to equation once the Earthshaker is the position 4. I'd still like it more on the offlane. I think Leslau plays a mean shaker, and I would like that. I would like the shaker to be the position 3.
Yeah, I mean, most of the most popular offlaners are kind of taken out as well, right? The Mars, Doom, Night Stalker, Beastmaster, so this could be him just asking for it as well, right?
Can you give GH something like a Clockwork, perhaps, like some hero
Maybe
that's Rubik as well? Yeah.
Could be.
Radiant team pick. Alliance.
Okay, next up. Ooh, it's that Abaddon again. Coming back, and now a Rubik as well. Fair enough, okay. So, we don't know what they're doing with this now, because they've played the Spirit Breaker in the offlane position, and they've played the Abaddon in the offlane position.
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
I feel like it should be. I'm not sure. Like Abaddon is really
5
good versus
seconds
Bane here.
remaining.
Good versus Invoker. Same goes for Rubik, right? Like you can steal that grip, you can steal the fissure, which is really nice. And I have to wait and see because you could put Yaba on 5, you
Radiant
could put the
team
Spirit Breaker on
best.
5. Kind of works the same.
Does that change anything for you? Whether you want Abaddon or the Spirit Breaker offlane?
I'm not sure really. Like,
Yeah. It's equally bad, I guess, but I think I would
10
prefer Abaddon
seconds remaining.
3.
mm-hmm.
Because I think this Helmet of Overlord and like
5
all this
seconds
heals and
remaining.
sustain is gonna help them
Alliance's
more than
turn to ban.
some Spirit Breaker, Shadow Blade.
Charging
I feel
around.
like
Yeah,
I think this,
I can
the
agree
5
with
Spirit
that.
Breaker will do the same, right?
Yeah.
Whereas these auras and tower pressure will.
I can
do
see
more
where
for
you're
them.
coming from. Definitely, I agree with that. Like, I actually like the Dominator build quite a bit.
10
Like
seconds
when you look
remaining.
at their draft, they don't truly have any
Radiant
objective
team
taking
ban.
capabilities, right? And that could help them quite a bit.
So what's ILTW gonna play here? He has a Spirit Breaker or Abaddon 5. And there's Medusa, right?
Alliance's turn to ban.
Anti-Mage, maybe? Could that be a thing?
Possible, I guess. When I'm thinking about Medusa counters or heroes that are decent against her, I'm thinking for late game Orfling, for mid game and late game maybe Drow or Sniper heroes that can work
Yeah.
like well.
I like those more.
10 seconds remaining.
I like the Drow. I think. What about Terrorblade?
5
That's an
seconds
ILTW
remaining.
special.
Yeah, TB sounds good as well. You're playing versus Shaker in WoW, but like you can say
Yeah,
that.
there's
Same for
always
anything.
something, right?
Yeah.
There's always something you have to deal with.
RTW, I mean, they've got one more band to come on Alliance. They're definitely having the same discussion. I would imagine they want to ban the AM here because that just sounds super annoying for them to play against. But
I think Morphling is also a good ban. It's also ILTW, right?
gone.
It's
For me,
been
it's
banned,
Morphling
yeah,
or
already.
oh yeah, right.
Nigma
yeah,
banned
yeah.
it second phase.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I would think Terrorblade then. I think Anti-Mage is not a hero to be so scared of these days. You already have so much stun, and I think Medusa can do this.
They ban out the
Right-click.
Luna, actually, right? So they're just worried of this aggression that she would bring early on in the game, right? Like you just farm up early on and start pushing.
Right.
They are
might
greedy
also
on
be
Alliance, right? That's something.
It might also be because of
10
the melee
seconds
5 that they
remaining.
know is there, right?
Yeah.
That the Luna complements more, whereas Terrorblade maybe gives Shaker
5
way too free of a
seconds
lane.
remaining.
Also, because they have a Bane, I'm assuming this is going to be an Exort Invoker just for the Sunstrike setups, which means he's probably going for a Midas, and that's going to be slow. And the Anti-Mage does come out from Nigma Galaxy.
All right, interesting.
All right.
They're going for it.
I was actually thinking that they might be able, if they don't go the Anti-Mage route, they would be able to punish Alliance's greed. Like you have this Shaker most likely offlane,
10 seconds
and then you have these
remaining.
cores of Invoker and Medusa, and Invoker going for that Midas early on.
5
I don't think
seconds
Medusa is
remaining.
that bad against Anti-Mage these days. If you just go for this butterfly type of timing and go Roshan, and then you can actually, because Anti-Mage cannot fight, right, for so long. So you're kind of guaranteed the first Roshan at least.
Interesting.
And
Right.
then you can almost go high ground at that point and get so far ahead because the enemy can't fight you, right? So Medusa just free farms.
Yeah, I like the fact that you can itemize well against the anti-mage as a Medusa. What I like about Nigma's draft though is like they have a lot of these backline jumpers with the Puck, with the Spirit Breaker and AM. Perhaps it's not necessarily the Medusa that you need to eliminate at the beginning, right? Like you deal with the Invoker, you deal with the Bane, and you kind of fight off
Definitely, yeah.
afterwards off of that, yeah.
But you should be able to somehow punish this, right? A bit more, so it makes it harder for AM to carry this game.
Yep.
What could that be?
They need
15
something
seconds.
because right now I'm not really convinced. Like I feel like this Nigma draft actually does 4-man Dota really, really well with the Spirit Breaker, Puck, Abaddon, and Rubik. Like these
Yeah,
guys
it
can just
kinda
run
does.
around the map.
Legion Commander.
You may now
Legion
select
Commander is
your
going to be the final pick
heroes.
from Alliance. Wow, this
That's a good pick, right?
Yeah.
you reckon?
Generally really good against AM.
Yeah, you're gonna punish him in the lane for sure. And with this build, with the armlet, right? Like Leslau should be able to take the tower easily enough on his own.
So much catch for the Anti-Mage as well between the Bane, the Shaker, and the Legion Commander. My goodness. It's
Yeah,
going to be a
all you
tough
need-
one for LTW.
All you need pretty much is a decently placed ward, Shaker fissures from outside of vision from the fog, and then you follow up with that duel. It seems pretty solid for them. Plus, you have the follow up of Supreme with that Sunstrike.
Yeah.
Globally.
It's gonna be this typical anti-mage game, right? Versus Medusa. Where it's like, okay, can they stall out the game long enough for anti-mage to get like Skadi, Manta, Battle Fury, maybe BKB, and then take that one fight where Medusa gets mana voided, right? Near their base, something. Can that happen? If not, then I think Alliance will take this.
You think Alliance will take that? Okay. Is that your overall prediction then, Misery?
Yeah, if that what I just explained, that if that exact scenario doesn't happen, then I don't see them winning, right?
Right,
Unless
that's-
somehow they snowball all lanes, but that seems very hard.
Yeah, that seems like a strict condition. So basically, you're saying Nigma's got this unless that craziness takes
I
place.
also feel like Alliance have been a little bit stronger this series so far. I feel like game 1 they had it, they just threw it, and then game 2 was kind of a stomp, and now here we are, game 3.
I think that's reasonable. Lizard, where are you standing?
I'm not standing on the anti-mage's side, whatever side that is. I can't remember which team picked it, but I'm against him. Like every single time I see this matchup, it's the same. So unless they completely crush that Invoker mid with Puck and then they dominate the map, I don't see anti-mage getting enough space, and I don't see him joining the fights often or significantly enough to take them away.
All right, so you're going Alliance as well, 2 for Alliance.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be 3 for Alliance. I can't vote for the anti-mage, unfortunately. I just can't do it. So let's find out how this one is going to go. It's Game 3, the deciding matchup of the series between Alliance and Nigma, with our casters Beacop and Black.
Thank you very much, Nomad. Nigma fans rejoiced because the entire panel just went all Alliance, and we all know what that means. Caster's Curse. It's honestly
It's gotta be
super
Alliance.
strong. Yeah, I mean it's super strong that when you get that Caster's Curse, I feel like Nigma fans should be happy that everybody's picking Alliance. The Grandmaster Anti-Mage, and it's
Yeah, now it's
GH
in big
Rubik.
trouble.
XD.
He's fine.
Half
Never
HP
in
gone
doubt.
already. But yeah, like Legion Commander against AM is super easy for Legion Commander. I don't really see how AM is ever really gonna have the sort of good start that he needs to win this sort of game. And as the panel already said, like this Medusa timing is going to be very, very scary because I don't see how Spiritbreaker Rubik is really going to stop a Medusa from farming. Look at that item build. I said it earlier, like it's like a new meta or something rising up. 0 region on the Medusa, pure stats and damage.
We'll see if that works out for Nico Baby. He's had some interesting lanes. First game, both carries had a little bit of a tough time in the lane, and then the second game it was better for Nico Baby, and then he obviously splashed out as the rest of the game kind of went on.
Yeah, but this time around it should be quite good for him. Oh, nice double snake. It's a lot of Harris damage already.
It feels like GH is going to have to take a big role in winning this game on this Rubik.
Yeah, same as Miracle Reed. I do think he has to dominate middle and start making a lot of moves happen because his bot lane on paper should be very, very bad for this anti-mage.
Right.
I don't know, guys.
And that's going to be a little bit tough. This is, Supreme's best hero in the Invoker? I read somebody say that in chat. Where my knowledge comes from.
I mean, they first two'd it. He's level 30 on it, so yeah, I'm convinced.
You don't often get Grandmasters in these pro games. There are a few heroes that players are a Grandmaster on, so that's got to be a little bit of confidence for Anti-Mage, right?
I mean, we got 2 of them, right? Invoker is one.
The Invoker's showing...
yeah, he's just master, right?
Yeah.
What? Dude, step it up, man. How are you not level 30 yet?
Telekinesis bash hits and Fairy Fire, but the first blood's there for GH in the top lane.
Okay, who said that lane is weak? Was it you?
I don't ever make statements like that.
Yeah,
you know.
I think it was me. I'm sorry.
Nico Baby
if that was
losing
a
a
bash.
lot of mana.
Yeah, no more snakes for him.
Onskin coming over with a salve as well as a mango.
The mobile
See how that
found
works out
delivery.
for him.
So how's Anti-Mage doing? 15 CS. Actually not half bad. Because Legion Commander is going for this Helm build. So he's actually getting pressured quite a bit right now. But once the Helm comes out, of course, he's going to be doing very well for himself. But it's still another 100 gold.
Seems like Nigma are really pressuring these lanes. You can see Miracles pushed up on his lane. Tornado misses mid. That's one of the things that you think about. That's one of the things you think about when you've got a Spirit Breaker up against an Invoker as well. Is like, how many times do you see a charge coming in and there's just a tornado that stops the Spirit Breaker in its tracks?
Yeah, or Cold Snap, or Sleep.
So many options.
Or Fissure. Yeah, it's not an easy Spirit Breaker game for sure.
I wonder what GH is going to build here, what he wants to do. There's so many things available. I feel like this game wants to scream Ags, but can you get away with a build like that?
I'm going to do my magic. Wait, he's going to go Etherland's Blink into Acceptor.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. And then if he does it, it's my build.
Yeah. That's how it worked last time.
Oh, AM actually committed into an Orb of Corrosion. That could have been a Ring of Health. And now the Legion has the Helm of Iron Will, and he's just going to bully AM out of the lane, I think. This might have been a missed purchase here for ILTW. It's a lot of gold.
Maybe he holds off on the Ring of Health because you've got that one level in the Mist Coil. ready on Kuroki, and you could see he's using those mangoes to have the mana to spam that miscoil on tile to W. Supreme and Miracle over mid getting low. Kind of fighting each other. Meaning Rift onto the high ground from, or onto the high ground from the low ground for Miracle.
It's a very even lane. They're both sitting at 24.
Supreme, though, hit level 5 first, just by 1 creep, though.
Yeah, I mean, Invoker naturally kind of just gravitates towards winning these kind of lanes. Because he has this like free 13 HP regen per second with the Quas Orbs. It's a very, very tough lane to actually beat in lane. Like, Invoker usually goes even with just about anybody.
Zerorb hitting Supreme again. And there's not really somebody like, you know, like an Earthshaker who could just come over mid and fissure, say, the Invoker. Instead, you've got GH who's going to try and come over, but is clearly under this ward. They've got the Fade Bolt, but there's the Tornado. Telekinesis comes in. Waning Rift with the Illusory Orb. They have the damage, EMP, and Supreme will go down to GH, who's now got himself 2 kills, but Ramus.
Middle tower is under attack.
One clap and he's dead. And bam. Catapult. Oh, the catapult from downtown Steph Curry. But I'm a little bit curious that this happened, to be honest, because Supreme actually saw GH run in, so that makes me think that he just miscalculated a little bit and tried to bait them in, potentially get a, you know, just return kill on the puck. Slight miscalculation, but it was pretty close. Like they just had enough damage to kill him. Woka picked up the haste rune. Maybe trying to kill the Rubik here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ooh, bottom lane too. They've also got this kill on Aleslao. Meanwhile, mid, GH in some trouble. The Fissure making him go back towards the mid lane in pathing. They've got the Dream Coil down onto 2. But it's not going to matter. There's no follow-up to this.
Yeah, I take back what I said about the Upper Corrosion. Apparently he just never drops below 900 health, and he's like a god down there. I can't believe Antimage and Baron actually won this lane.
Well, now Aleslao is level 6, so he's got duel.
Can you
We'll
duel
see what
without
they're
mana,
able to
though?
follow up. Yeah. What I think could be a real issue is what I really hate is the plus 200 dual cast range. That is such a good 10, it seems like.
Yeah, it's way too broken. It should be like a 15
It's so
or 20.
far.
Yeah, it's way too far. It's like a free ether lens.
I mean, that range always has me screaming, how is that even possible?
Yeah,
When I get dueled from just like a mile away.
because it's literally like Luna attack range suddenly. Dusa 3 into the jungle. Getting charged though. It's level 6 of Spirit Breaker. No mana on Dusa. He might actually be dying here.
Charge and then a bail.
Yeah. Guess he didn't really want to commit for it. Or a duel on the anti-mage, but he doesn't give it. He doesn't give
the
it.
ulti and then miscoil.
Doesn't give a damn.
Yeah.
And now you're out of mana.
Supreme, ooh, dying mid. Dream Coil comes down. Mind Control with the charge as well as the ult coming through.
Yeah. This is the kind of pace that they need to establish, though.
Yeah, and they have to keep this pace. That's one of the things that could be troublesome as well, though. Like, this looks good right now, but they have to keep it up. They charge up and trying to body block this Earthshaker. Drop down the totem. Not going to matter. Mind Control gets a kill there and helps out this Nigma Galaxy side over mid once again. And Sentry just missing this Dire Obs on the high ground.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but like Anti-Mage is definitely here that can take over the sort of game, like for sure. If you're on power ahead of the Medusa, you can definitely cause some serious damage in those mid-game fights.
If he can get himself into a quick Manta after that Battle Fury, I could see him wanting to play aggressively from that point on, right?
Yeah. I'm also a really big fan of the Aghanim's on Anti-Mage.
Ooh, good Nightmare. Stopping the charge a second before it hit this Bane. Telekinesis was already used, so Mind Control didn't get away with charging up on the Bane at all.
Yeah, Is he gonna go Shadowblade again? On a Spirit Breaker? Probably.
Radiant
Makes the
are
most
scanning.
sense. And Witchblade again for Miracle as well. And now it's kind of the time though where Anti-Mage is just completely bullied out of the lane. So he just TP's top, starts pressuring the tower.
And they saw him immediately. They're going to
Volga's
charge
charged
through
again.
mid. They've got the silence, but Nico Baby's here over to the side. Dream Coil actually hits them both. So let's see how this goes for them. Telekinesis doesn't throw him out of the Dream Coil, but they've got the Illusory Orb. The Nightmare again here for Hanskin. That's going to stop the charge once more. Aramis over to the side. He's only level 4. Doesn't really have much to throw the way of Nigma. He's got a Fissure ready. Supreme salving up. TP out from Mind Control. They've got the Waning Rift. Aramis still thinking about throwing that Fissure. A lot of damage being done here to the supports of the side of Alliance. They've got GH over to the side. They've got the Telekinesis on at Supreme. And Nico Baby's still here. There's the Fissure. Goes Invis. They've got the charge, so they know where Supreme is. They hit the Cold Snap on a GH. They're going to be ready to go on a Supreme. The Tornado comes out. They've got Hanskin ready when that charge comes in, but it will be stopped early. Meanwhile, Nightmare out onto the puck. They look over as they've got the duel out on a Miracle. All this to have 5 heroes over mid for the side of Alliance as they'll go after Kuroki now, and they'll get themselves a double kill on Nico Baby. He is the complete opposite of the guy you want to give those kills to. Charge over mid onto Supreme, and now the ulti. They have the damage to get this kill. Fissure actually blocking Supreme on the other side. And ILTW, he's going to make his way over. They've got the right clicks coming in from the Anti-Mage. Looks for that ult, needs one more right click. ILTW will get a kill on Aramis. That's 2 for the side of Nigma this time, as ILTW has made his way over mid and now has some supporting cast in the rest of his team.
Yeah, nice rotations though from Alliance to allow them to even get those 2 kills. And then also nice rotations from Nigma after that to get the kills and now potentially even the tower. This mid tower is so important and I don't think they can defend it.
ILTW hit with the Tornado, but they're still going to get this tower over mid. That is opening up the map for them, and they really want to put the pressure on to this Medusa. Medusa's in the triangle right now. They got the top tier 1 and the mid tier 1. This really opens up the map.
Yeah, has to be really careful in the Anti-Mage here. On farming under ward.
And they're going to smoke. They want to go for this. They have Fiend's Grip.
Fissure into Fiend's
as
Grip
well as
potentially kill
an
him.
Echo Slam. They're heading over
for the
towards
puck
mid. They
instead.
want Miracle instead. Fissure. Oh, he's Fiend's Grip. He's done. No way out of this one. Echo Slam even committed on that.
Okay,
And
they really wanted him dead.
I understand wanting the puck, and you do get that kill the second you hit that Fissure. Is that the right target to be going? That gives the Anti-Mage time to continue to farm, and he's up there. He's getting close to a Battle Fury very quickly into this game.
The problem is, Anti-Mage is really hard to actually grip for Bane. Like a level 1 Fissure is probably not enough time to actually set up for a grip. Just spell shears and blinks away. So it's just a much safer option. Because if you smoke to the aim, you don't get the kill, you suddenly get nothing. It's gonna feel really bad. Medusa opting to go for the full right click route, went for the Mask of Madness. Sleep potentially? No. Wouldn't even matter. But yeah, now AM, as you can see, is like super confident, right? No grip, no Echo Slam. What can potentially kill him? What could possibly kill him? Nothing. Oh, the Nightmare gonna cancel it.
Oh, duel and Mind Control getting away for right now. He's got a charge. Oh, goes over to the creeps. Okay, Mind Control.
He's gonna live.
And he's back to his team.
Yeah, well done by him. A little bit unfortunate, the Legion Commander, he actually procced the Nightmare, so the Nightmare switched targets twice, which effectively wasted 2 seconds, otherwise he would have died from the duel.
Dire are scanning.
Which of course, if you're a Legion Commander, is like a double loss, right? Because your game is slowed down, and you didn't get the kill.
Yeah.
Charge down there as well. Yeah, easy. Aim is still farming under that ward. But like, what can I do to kill him?
Oh, Tornado missing.
Oh, he actually brings into it.
All right.
He's like, oh, dude, I don't want you to feel bad. I'm gonna give you this one.
Battle Fury's flying out. There it is.
Yeah. He is insanely
Wow.
farmed.
Yeah, he is really
rich.
farm. Telekinesis, and they're going to look to get this kill on Leslau. Press the attack. There's the charge with the Silence of the Waning Rift. Miracle getting that kill on Leslau. Alliance stymied in the early parts of this game, but that is something we saw from them in the previous game as well. There was a little bit of a lead there for Nigma until a fight that went wrong in the triangle. However, that being said, here comes the Dream Coil down onto the Invoker. They've got the Fable. Tornado comes in. They've leashed him up still. Deafening Blast hits on a 3. They're still trying to get this. Their Tornado coming in from GH, and now they'll lose Supreme.
Yeah, this game is fallen a little bit out of hand here for Alliance. Medusa is actually quite far behind the anti-mage Nebra. Even Puck is ahead of her too.
Charge coming out onto the Bane now. They just have vision ready to go. Look at that Obs that's right there in the triangle. It's kind of hidden in the trees. That sentry didn't even touch it. And Miracle's got another one.
Oh man, this anti-mage, I can feel it coming. My anti-mage senses are tingling.
Well, you
This is the game.
said Alliance earlier. You said you didn't really have the faith in the anti-mage. I had to tell you about your own game to give you some faith.
Yeah, I mean, I still didn't at the beginning, but the way it's shaping up to be, he's so free. They're gonna kill him once at least. Like at this pace, he's gonna have Manta like minute 20. Oh, another charge through. No way, guys. I actually gonna die for no mana.
After the Earthshaker, yeah, very dead.
Nothing going the way of Alliance here. A little bit unfortunate. But Nigma's playing really well this game. Tornado, oh, what's just a creep camp.
Yes. It's just, it's really kind of speeding up for them. They want to charge to go after Nico Baby. They've got themselves the Bane over to the side.
Should be able to kill him.
Not even going to commit to the charge. That's under the tier 2 tower. That is. What I would say going after that is what lost them the second game. Like making plays that with a lead like this to make a dive, to have TPs come in and lose a fight like that, they need to stay a little bit restrained. But I say that, right as I say that, what are they going to do? They're going to fight under the tier 2 tower. They're looking to get the Bane before he's able to get anything in the Nightmare or the Fiend's Grave. They'll take out Onski and Leslie over to the side. Gets the duel out onto the Spirit Breaker. But he's got the Aphotic Shield. He'll hit a bash. This duel's going to be wasted. Leslie now trying to get out, but the body block from Kroki as well as the bash coming through from the charge from Mind Control. They've got the Dream Coil down to 2 as well as the Snow Gaze coming out from Nico Baby. Into the borrowed time. They'll snap the Dream Coil on both of them. Supreme in trouble. There's the stolen duel. Echo Slam comes in, but is it going to be enough damage? Kuroki low, but still not dead. The Fisher comes in with an effing blast out onto the Spirit Breaker. Miracle trying to run, but there's the Tornado. Oh, ILTW coming through with the ult to get the kill to Miracle Mind Control. Finally, Supreme goes down to ILTW. They look over at the Bane. They've got the sleep. And they should be able to get a full team wipe here. ILTW gets involved. ILTW gets himself an ultra kill. Wow, that is a big boost to the economy of this anti-mage who has 11,000 net worth at 17 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be in minute 18 Manta style. This is reaching the holy crap, how do we deal with this kind of guy territory. Like minute 18 Manta style is insanely fast.
Looking at this replay, and you got some heroes low. The Fissure kind of making it a little bit difficult for Miracle, who ends up getting hit by the Tornado, but ILTW comes in and just cleans up. He's the janitor in this situation. He's happy to pick up the trash and get paid greatly for it.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, we lost
ILTW courier again! It's like the 7th time this match, and ILTW now with the cold snap. There's also a Ring of Aquila down on the ground that was dropped by the anti-mage, which is now in the hands of Nico Baby. He'll happily take that.
Yeah, something is like, he's actually cursed with the courier. As you said, he also dropped the Ring of Aquila. The only thing that went well for him is that the Bane actually gripped himself, courtesy to the counterspell. But yeah, that's every game so far is courier.
You make it look so good, and then you can make it look so bad in a matter of seconds. With that being said, after they were able to pressure the anti-mage, Nico Baby taking some damage here, but Supreme wanting to turn this around. They've got Miracle coming from behind. He does have the Dream Coil ready to drop, but there's the Enfeeble looking for the duel. Phase shift, Sunstrike a little bit early. Still going to hit Miracle, who's going to go in with the Waning Rift. They've got the silence on Leslau. Stone Gaze over and far away. So Nigma will disengage and maybe look to jump in. And they've got Blink, they have the Illusion Orb, they have Dream Coil ready to go. They're going to find themselves Leslau with an Illusion, looking for the ult, but the Fissure's there to stop this Spirit Breaker in his tracks. They've now got the Tornado coming out. Oh, silence onto the Bane to try and walk away. Ice Wall duel coming in. And Spirit Breaker, very tanky, but not tanky enough. They still get the victory. Winner, winner, chicken dinner there for Leslau. The Nightmare's now out onto Kuroki. Fissure to follow it up. And they're going to lose 2 here on the side of Nigma. All the while, hey, look at your top tier 3. The Anti-Mage is knocking on the door. And, well, if you're Alliance, you don't like the Paul McCartney song, let him in if he's knocking on the door.
Well, they do have an additional way now of locking down the Anti-Mage at least, which is the Blink Echo of the Shaker. So
Dire's top tower is under
they gotta isolate him though. Like in a team fight, it's gonna be really hard to burst him with the Abaddon there. Man, 14k net worth soon. He's so far ahead of the DOTA, it's insane. Like the puck is still ahead of the DOTA as well.
And he's gonna have a basher soon enough. God, it's nuts.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he's actually going for that basher, to be honest. Because usually you would like see an Axe Scepter or a Skadi just to tank up. But he's going for like a very offensive route, which can backfire, because if he dies once or twice because of the item choice, it's yeah, there's definitely comeback potential for Alliance. Like, they have Alacrity, they have Medusa, there's ways to definitely kill this Anti-Mage. Medusa actually goes Lincoln Sphere. Haven't seen that in forever. It's good against Anti-Mage and the charge, of course, but makes me wonder if they're going to be lacking damage or not. Because that will give a big opportunity to Nigma to just go for this Roshan at some point.
There's still the dire vision. Spotting ILTW. Finally gets the Manta. The Courier doesn't die this time. I just wanted to ask, you know, you seem to favor that Ags a lot on Anti-Mage. I saw you build it a couple times when I was watching you play Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
But that Blink Fragment feels, with 3 charges, quite nice.
Yeah, because the Edus also do 75% damage. So if you use all 3 plus a Manta style, you're effectively dealing 400% damage.
Wow. Sunstrike's going to come in and spot them going for Roche. ILTW just gives the laugh. And it doesn't look like Alliance are going to try and stop this at all.
And now I don't know how you kill this Anti-Mage twice.
Radiant
You haven't killed him once this entire game. How do you kill him twice now?
5-0-2 with just about 15,000 net worth.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And a DD to boot.
God. Jesus.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, B-Cup.
Damage City. Smoke right next to them.
Yeah, they definitely saw that.
There's the Lincoln's finished.
Oh, your Korea LTW.
And it's going to go back right over the head of Leslau. Oh, all right. He did not move forward. I thought for a second Leslau might move in and spot this Courier. That could have just been sadness.
Yeah,
He's got the Basher. He's got the Manta. Oh, blink forward right to Aramis. And now they've got themselves the Fissure, but the blink away. And the charge is coming out. It looks like they want to fight this. However, Miracle, he's far away from this fight. We've got the Tornado that hits on ILTW. The charge is going to come through and hit 2. They're going to go in on the Medusa. They've got the Lincoln's pop, and the Jewel comes down. That's going to be out onto the Anti-Mage as well as the Stone Gaze. Oh, Echo Slam. All right, they've got the Aegis out of the hands of the Anti-Mage to get Nico Baby out alive, but they're going to look over at Leslau. They've got the charge coming in from Mind Control. They'll steal the duel, and now they've got the Fade Bolt and a right-click finish from Miracle. Miracle now with that Dream Coil. And the namesake of the band, the Miracles, he's really got a hold on them, and now he's going to go after the Invoker. They get the Kona Supreme. They're going to look over at the rest. Medusa in the base under the tier 4s, but they've got the Waning Rift. They'll pop the Lincolns once again. They've got themselves the ult coming out from the Anti-Mage, but it's not enough damage with the Glyph here. They're going to back off. They don't want to go after the Medusa just yet. They'll clean up the creeps and charge away. This is a good fight for Nigma. However, they did lose that Aegis. They did show that ILTW is killable.
He is, but only if he blinks in 1v5. Which he kind of did.
Yeah.
multiple times. He has to be careful. Like one death as anti-mage here can really like catapult this Medusa back into the game.
It gives you a lot of time to just farm up.
Yeah. Do I like this item build on Medusa though? Like Lincoln is good, of course, against the mana void and potential charges, but they do have quite a lot of abilities to trigger it. Also, AM Axe can trigger Lincoln's, guys. You have 3 charges, just saying.
Going Saudi next.
I'm not promoting the item or anything, you know, but try it out. It's great.
Imagine if there was item promotions. Items were on sale for a week.
Oh, duel
Find the
on
Bane.
Rubik. 20 damage for the Rubik. Let's go.
Kind of well, not completely, but takes care. Oh my god, takes care of the Philosopher's Stone. Minus damage. Just about.
Yeah, almost. Then again, a right-click Rubik is pretty rare. But you know, if you can stack up like 200 damage, then steal a totem, get another 400%, I could see it happen.
Yeah.
Just hit them. Ooh.
That's another duel win for Leslie, but only at 50. It is a victory, though, and killing off Miracle. Meanwhile, pushing through mid.
And they didn't use Echo for that, so that's still a threat for the anti-mage. He's gonna
Maybe TP's in. Ooh, Lincoln's popped. Charge, and here's the Power Rangers TP back mid.
Nigma is so crazy, man, that they even like posturing to do this.
It's going a lot better when Mind Control stops the charges.
Yeah, like...
Last game, he was just like, all right, I charged.
I wonder what was like in the team comps after the last game. Hey, Mind Control! Is your S key broken?
Mind Control is just like, I'm dead. All right.
I'm still going, losing health. Oh, I'm dead.
It's like playing Tarkov. All right, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Miracle! All right, that was crazy. Avoiding the Echo Slam. They'll get the kill on Aramis, and now they're gonna look over at this Medusa. That was, woo! Darkness on that puck. And yeah, GH is going to steal the Stone Gaze. Now they've got no mana left on the Nico, maybe. They'll pop the Lincolns. They'll look for the ult. No mana, no life, no kill for Alliance. They've got the duel, and not even that will be enough. They've got the Nightmare out on a Mind Control. They're going to brain sap Leslie. ILTW moving in. They need one more click on a Leslie to get the kill, but they've got themselves the Glimmer Cave coming out from Hanskin. He'll die. That's a double kill for ILTW with the Illusory, maybe thinking about jumping in onto this Legion, but won't do so.
And what now, anti-mage haters? Huh? Misery? Lizard?
I warned everybody Caster's Curse was going to happen, but I'm going to Caster's Curse myself by saying that they have Caster's Curse this game. It works in mysterious ways. However, this game's not over. We've seen leads in this series this big get depleted very quickly, but it's not going to happen in a move like that where Lezo gets taken out by Miracle.
Yeah, it's also probably going to be... Well, with a buyback, maybe not. But there's nothing really stopping the anti-mage from just hitting this tower right now. There's an Abaddon with the Holy Locket. He's going in.
Right clicks through. They've got the two call once again. Oh, Nico baby, no mana left, but there's the Nightmare. That's going to stop IOTW, at least for the moment. He's going to get the Nightmare pull. They've got the borrowed time being popped on Kuroki. Fissure hits on the Mind Control. Aramis, he'll run away, but end up dead regardless. Mind Control now hit by the Fiend's Grip from Hanskin, who's in the base, but they've got Miracle moving in with the Yules. That'll Yules Hanskin into the air, but they've got the duel to get the kill on Mind Control. Now they're going to look over at the rest. Sunstrike not on the mark. Kuroki surviving only for a second longer. His death is inevitable, and Supreme will claim it.
Did force a lot of buybacks, but yeah, like you probably don't need to dive that deep. They're still looking to kill, actually. Or Medusa might be dead here. They have a mana void.
Yeah, there's the blink in, and here comes the Manta Illusions. They've got the ulti, they've got the kill. They'll take out Nico baby.
Level 4 Fissure on Rubik 2 is like the best stone spell in Dota for him. Maybe Astral comes close, but like Fissure is insane on Rubik.
No Medusa for 40.
I was gonna say Manta does the MP, but it's on cooldown, so I forgive him.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
You heard it, ILTW. The best anti-mage player we've ever seen says he forgives you.
Yeah, I'm very merciful today. You played very well, so I'll give you another chance to impress me soon.
Do that again tomorrow, or you know, when your next match is. Might not be so so merciful.
And I might promote you. I mean, you can
Spear
see,
breaker.
like, he's super
Almost
comfortable.
as a halberd. Yeah, he's really comfortable going in and out of the fight. I've been quite impressed. And there's that dual range. They've got the meteor coming down, but there's the charge coming out. It's not going to matter. They'll still get the kill on a miracle, and now Mind Control needs to run back
ILTW
towards
though.
his team. So Mind Control goes in. He's got himself that Fade Grenade. He's going to throw that through on Alezo. They've also got the Dust of Right Clicks coming through from ILTW. Miss Coil, Right Clicks, Fisher coming in. Oh, it hits Supreme! Supreme's going to drop. ILTW now is 13-0-4.
Yeah, like, what was the plan there? Like, they both stuck around, maybe trying to look for a rebuttal kill or so, but it was never gonna happen. And yeah, oh, Nico Baby's like, okay, I'm out of here.
Bye.
There's no DOTA ult now for the potential high ground defense, though.
AM's doubling the net worth of Nico Baby.
Yeah, he's now finished Butterfly. What do you do against him now? Like, physical damage can't kill him, magic damage can't kill him.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's
Roche up in 30, so if they really want to play this safe, they can wait for Roche. They're going to put some pressure, though, onto the bottom tier 3. Clean up these
you can
creeps,
just
and
go.
ILTW almost hits level 25. He's a half level away. And they just called GG. Alliance tap out. Not even going to fight it. They'll tap out, and Nigma will win the series 2-1.
All right. I didn't expect a GG like that, but I mean, the game is pretty much over. Like, we saw AM doubling the net worth of the DOTA. Yeah, not what any of us expected. You know, I'm gonna blame the panel for influencing
Master's
me.
curse.
Yeah,
Didn't
I was
influence
definitely gonna
me.
go with the anti-mage. I was gonna go with the anti-mage no matter what, but then they were all like, "Oh, AM is so bad. Yeah, there's no way AM can do anything. Yeah, so I'll draft it." I'm like, okay, all right, I'll go the Lions. And
You
then I
can't
lost.
do that.